their goals, maybe getting your attention down the road? What are some of the best things you're from out of town, what you do with town?
I think first off, just being here, number one, is the best thing you can do. Like I said, my goal of you being here today, hopefully you'll leave here at the end of the day with a real understanding. After hearing me talk here and seeing Tim talking to some other publishers, you'll have a real understanding of what goes into commercial hit songwriting, and you'll either think, hey, yeah, I'm interested in that, or no, I'm not interested in that, and it's okay if I'm not interested in that. But for me, if you live out of town, doing things that help increase your awareness and your understanding of the craft is the best thing you can do. Going to a workshop like this, reading that book Tim Nichols mentioned, studying other songwriters, and really taking as much intake as you can about that craft, because writing songs every day, you know, it's sort of like it becomes muscle memory, and it becomes a craft that you learn. And every scene, like Tim Nichols said, every day you don't write a hit song, no matter how successful you are. You know, and you're all here because you've written enough songs that chances are you wrote songs and they're like at this level right here, and they're trucking along, and then you write a song and it pops up here, and you're way down the road, and you go, man, everybody I know likes this song better than all of these songs. And then you start going, well, what did I do to create this song to make it different than any of these? And then you start going, well, I didn't do anything different to make this one better. So then you start, you set this bar, this song is your bar, and you go, man, I need to write all of them this good. And then all of a sudden you start writing songs, and they're all that good. Then all of a sudden one pops up here, and you go, man, hold on, this song's better than all these, and it's a lot better than all these. Well, at that point, you start learning the craft, and you get to a point to where you have the craft down where the song melodically does what it's supposed to, lyrically it does what it's supposed to, but at the end of the day, it just isn't a hit. There's no holes you can poke in it. There's not one line you can change that is going to miraculously make the thing rise to another level. You just wrote a good, solid song. It's like being a painter. You painted a real good painting, but every one isn't the Mona Lisa. And so, you know, it's like Michael Jordan, when he played basketball, he's not thinking to himself, bouncing the ball down, up, and flipping his wrist when he shoots a layup. But he's done it so many times, it becomes muscle memory. And so now, all he's looking for is that open lane to the hoop, because he knows exactly what to do to help score that goal. Well, for songwriters like Craig Wiseman or Tim Nichols or Ben Hayslip or Rivers Rutherford, they've written so many songs. They're looking for that open lane to the hoop, which is that great idea that comes along like, oh my gosh, we stumbled upon something like Live Like You Were Dying. And it's not a thing where they're sitting here going, oh, well, what does this need to do here? What do we need to do to have this melody pay off? How should the hook resolve? What does the bridge need to do? Those songwriters aren't asking themselves that question. It's really become muscle memory in that they've written so many songs. They're just looking for that open lane to the hoop, which that is the great idea. And so many songwriters, once you reach that point of, you've mastered the craft, now it's just about doing it every single day and figuring out which one of those creations that real finesse comes out of. And lots of times it's just like magic sprinkle dust from God that makes this day in particular something special. But as long as you have learned that craft and you've worked on it and you do it again and again and again, you're going to get more consistent with cranking out songs that are at that next level. And that goes back to talking about the songwriters that I personally choose to work with. They're those people that win by perspiration. Those ones that learn the craft, and every day they set out and say, you know what, I'm going to go write a song today, because today could be the day that I create, a multi-week #1. And if they don't that day, they write another one tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, because the next day could be that. Once you learn that craft, it's just about every once in a while there's going to be that one that pops up there.
What are